Yo, what's good with y'all boys, man? Today I'm gonna be making a new video, and today we're gonna be talking about a specific topic that's always been on my mind. And that topic is, why do people always give in, and why do 99% of New Year's resolutions always fail? Why do people never be consistent with anything they do? Why do people job hop so often? Why do people never ever put work into one thing and just stay with that thing for a very long time so that they can develop a lot of skills in that area? Why? So I'm just gonna get into that in this video. Sorry guys, my hair in the way, my eyes, I gotta get a haircut. But yeah, like a lot of people are going to be focused on the wrong things in this life, guys. A lot of people are going to be focused on so many different things. It's going to be so scatterbrained to the point where they cannot focus in on one specific topic, one specific task they need to do. A lot of people can't even do deep work nowadays, and it's because they got their phone sitting next to them. They got all these notifications going off. Switch off your notifications, bro. Change these things up so that you can be successful, guys. If you stay the same and you keep on keeping your notifications on, getting all these dings on your phone, and just staying with it and thinking that you're going to get successful and you're going to be able to be consistent in the thing, you're not going to be consistent. Eventually, you're not going to have as much willpower and you're going to fall off. You're going to fall off. You're not going to be able to be so consistent the entire time because you're distracting yourself all the time. If everything that you have going on at once is a part of your life, there's gonna be so much mush. It's gonna be like all mush together, and you're barely even gonna find time for the one thing you need to do. So what I know works is to literally make your life about that task. Make your life about that one or two tasks. So I make my entire life about recording these videos, getting knowledge so I can record them and put them on the internet. And then I also make my entire life about working out, getting consistent, in the gym, always being consistent for 2 years straight. So lifestyle, routine, habits. You cannot live a regular life and expect high level results because you're living in mediocrity and you think that you're gonna rule the world. How does that work? Right? That's just having ego with nothing to back it up. Nothing to back it up. So you must have something of substance behind it, right? So if you have a goal you're setting, if you have something that you want to focus on for the rest of your life, if you want to focus on something and you automatically switch out of nowhere, you switch out of nowhere, no, I don't want to do this anymore, no, I want to switch to this, no, I want to switch to that, because this one has more money, this one has this and this. Everything has success and everything has money. It's just, what are you gonna go in on? What are you good at individually? What are your strengths that you're gonna be able to display to the world? What is your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Where should you go? A dude who is, let's say, 6'4", a dude who's 6'4", 250 pounds, he's not going to have a very hard time creating content and making these videos. But a dude who's like 5'3", ginger, and not very good on camera and doesn't have a big presence, he's gonna have trouble making videos, okay? So maybe he could be an editor instead. Maybe he could go into a different role, right? There's so many different options. There's also so many different ways you can develop yourself to become the person who can speak on camera, become the person who can speak on these things, right? It's not just you're born this way. It's not just you're born with these strengths. You go through life and you develop these strengths. You develop your strengths and weaknesses through your life. I was very weak in this right here, speaking to a camera. I was very weak in public speaking. I was very weak in speaking to cameras, okay? Very weak. But when you're very weak in something like this, and you develop it and you keep on working on your weakness, it's gonna become your strength. A lot of people out here, for example, there's a guy named Vin who does public speaking coaching, right, on YouTube. He started off being very quiet and shy. and now he's a public speaker who has millions of subscribers, and he uploads a bunch of videos telling you guys and helping you guys how to publicly speak. Okay? How did he do that? He used his weakness and he utilized it as his strength. A lot of us people growing up shy, growing up introverted, growing up with no friends like me, we take that and we say, shut up, I'm not gonna sit with this all day. I'm not gonna be that kid who no longer is able to talk to anybody, who just needs to sit on his computer all day and do all these other software developer stuff. I want to get on camera, I want to have a presence, I want to speak to people, and I want people to hear my words because I have things to say that are of very high interest for people who want to be successful, right? So utilize your weakness in your goal, okay? So utilize your weakness and let it become your strength. If you work on it so much, it will become your strength, okay? Now, another topic I want to go into is another point. Sorry, not another topic. We're going to stay on the same topic. Another point I want to go into is that you guys don't sit down enough and record yourself. You guys don't sit down enough and try to be consistent. You guys don't sit down enough and put work into one thing and stop scatterbraining everything. At least give yourself an hour or 2 hours to sit down, maybe do some research, record a video, and post it on the internet. Just like that pattern. No edits, no nothing. Do the least friction habit first. So keep getting consistent and uploading. I know a lot of people say quality over quantity, but go for quantity. Record super quickly. Record as many videos as you can in one day, even in a few days apart. Record it, post it on the internet, and watch it over. And then let people give you feedback as well. You'll get feedback from other people. Let yourself be accustomed to judgment. When you get comments that hate on you, when you get comments that talk about this part of your video, they didn't like this that you said, they like this, they didn't like that. Take that feedback and use it, guys. Use feedback. Use your own feedback, but also use the feedback of other people wanting to speak to you, okay? There's people wanting to make comments and say certain things that are just absolute garbage, but there's also some people who genuinely want to give you advice, who genuinely want to be like, do this better, try doing this. This is going to improve your business. This is going to improve your life. Try to mix it up with these comments. Try to see what's really working and what's really not working. Try to register these comments and see what's really, really gonna benefit you, okay? So let yourself be accustomed to judgment. Stop being a little scared coward. Post your video. Post your video. Sit there and literally let your video get a bunch of comments. Get a bunch of hate. Who cares? You're getting a bunch of hate. Guess what? That hate's gonna develop you. Guess what? Pain develops us. Guess what? When everyone's against us, guess who's for us? God. Guess who's for us? Ourselves. We can work on ourselves. We can be alongside God. And any type of this nonsense where people are hating on you and stuff like that, it's only going to be a limited amount of time before you will not care anymore, because you got it so much times you just don't care. You void it out your brain because you know what's going to be constructive and you know it's just criticism. You know what's just garbage, and you know what's actually going to go ahead and benefit and help you. So keep that in mind. Make sure that when you're getting the criticism, you're not taking in that garbage criticism where someone's like, delete your video. Oh, this is the whatever these TikTok kids say, right? Like, I remember I used to make music on TikTok, Christian music, and there'd be a bunch of kids commenting these stupid little images and stuff like that. And I took the videos down, don't get me wrong, because I wasn't even liking that music anymore, the music I was making, because I had new music coming out and I was going to upload those, and I did upload one. But stuff like that, you know what I mean? Just be consistent. Just have a mindset where pain is the objective, because when pain is the objective, good things will start to come, because your pain threshold is so high, because you're seeking the pain, that it's no longer going to be painful. Because if you seek good, If you seek only the easy situation, you're never going to develop. You're never going to be better if you always seek that comforting, easy position to be in. So just keep that in mind. Love your suffering. A lot of people don't do this. Love your suffering. See that it's going to develop you as a human being. See that it's going to change you. Right? A lot of people suffer, but they let it completely envelop them to the point where their suffering becomes their life. Their suffering no longer is used as a strong tool to become better, but rather they put all their focus on that suffering and they don't use it to develop. Use it to develop. And hopefully y'all enjoy this video, man. Peace out.